Well, I think the first thing that people need to understand is, what does President Trump mean when he says America first? And I think what he means is, as his responsibility as president is to put the interests of the American people first, and as president, as commander-in-chief, that his responsibility is to safeguard and protect the vital interests of the United States. What that means in foreign policy is the United States is a global power with global interests, and there are parts of the world where peace and stability are of vital interest in the United States, particularly Western Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. So if you're an ally or a friend of the United States and the president says, I believe in America first, what that means is, if you're a friend or an ally in the United States in that region, you should be happy, because that means the United States will be engaged in that region, and it will be protecting its interests and working in concert with friends and allies. So Asia is a part of the world where peace and stability is a vital interest in the United States. That's certainly true for ensuring there's not a conflict in Northeast Asia, ensuring that the resolution and the continued use of freedom of the seas in the South China Seas remains open. That's an interest of the United States. And certainly it extends into Southeast Asia and South Asia. For Southeast Asia, I think there will actually be more continuity than change in U.S. foreign policy. The United States has been actively engaging in developing relationships in that region. And I think what's important is the United States doesn't view the world in a great power struggle or looking kind of for a new bipolar split of the world between the United States and China, or the United States and Russia. And we've seen that policy in South Asia. The United States is engaged with countries, and it's never asked countries to kind of pick side that you're for the United States or for China. And I think that policy will continue, and I think engagement will continue. I think there's some very promising signs in that. For example, the Vietnamese Prime Minister is coming to the United States. I think those talks will be quite substantive. K.T. McFarland, one of the president's closest advisor, is slotted to become the ambassador to Singapore. I think that's a key post. The president could have sent her anywhere in the world, but he decided to send her to Singapore. I think that's an important signal. So I'm actually optimistic about U.S. engagement in Southeast Asia being both positive and constructive and pretty active.